Welcome, everyone, to 2K Sports. The stage is set. The fans are buzzing. And two teams ready to go. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. So Raleigh will get the first possession. Pass to T. They set the pick with the drive, and it's slammed in by T.
Yeah, he just put his head down and went to work on the drive.
Here's Thompson. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Mitchell with it. Now defended by Markkanen.
How do you guard that? I mean, Mitchell just toying with the defense.
The kick out to Anunoby. Wilson left side. Thompson outside. Shot clock at 6. Wilson inside. The shot, no good. Here's Johnson. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Back to Johnson. Pass to Beal. The shot from 20 feet away. Some shot is good that time.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
There's a screen. Teague drives in. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Beal. Shoots. And there's another one for Buffalo.
And this is Beal's role. He's out here to score the ball, and he does it at a high rate.
Teague drives in. Here's Wilson. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague.
She knows how important that corner 3 is to the flow of their offense. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Thompson in the corner. And Raleigh another 3.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game. Klay Thompson.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Teague. Picked by Markkanen. The kick out to Anunoby. Thompson outside. Here's Teague. And it's slammed in by Teague.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Great atmosphere in this building tonight. The fans were primed for this game. And Joe Johnson is an incredibly gifted scorer. They call him ISO Joe. He can beat anyone one-on-one.
Thompson outside. And Raleigh another 3.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Mitchell. Beal gets a wide open look. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
No hesitation whatsoever. I just love how Beal makes that decision quickly to shoot off the catch. Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Here's Ewing. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And Ewing with that size really creates a tough matchup, especially when he's attacking the offensive board.
And Anunoby sends it back. Johnson from outside. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Jeff Teague firing on all cylinders for Raleigh. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back after this break. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Raleigh.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also give them a lot of credit for that attack mode mentality off the dribble, getting a lot of points off the penetration.
Marking it into the lane. That's good, and so Teague with the assist.
Moving so well for that 7-foot frame. Markkanen is a load on the bounce.
A putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Ewing's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, I can't tell you what a difference second chance points make in a game. That can be the factor that swings the outcome.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of movements. In today's NBA.
And the defense so concerned with Mitchell in the two-man game. That opens things up for others. Nice find.
Teague drives in, and it's slammed in by Teague.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
You have to stay connected to Anunoby out on the perimeter. Can't give him any daylight. And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Patrick Ewing. That's his first foul. Outside Teague. Kicks it out to Markkanen. 6 to shoot. Pass to Wilson. Raleigh needs to get off a shot. And that one is good. Markkanen's got the lead up to 8 now for Raleigh.
Yeah, late clock. Markkanen barely gets it off. Good awareness on his part.
Johnson outside. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
And look, that's just a guy getting to his spot and making the defense pay.
The shot by Wilson, no good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Buffalo. Beal. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Back to Anunoby. Raleigh moving the ball around. As it goes out of bounds, Raleigh able to keep the ball here.
Substitution on the court.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over in the corner, Randall. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Randall's got his first basket.
Yes, we've seen the range from Randall, but at his core, he's a big who excels around the hoop.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Buffalo trails by 5. Pass to Castle. Nailed from three-point land. Castle's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Something Castle continues to work on. It's crucial that he becomes more consistent from deep.
Yep, it counts. And Raleigh leads by 4.
Yeah, he was ready to fire that ball the moment it hit his hands.
Here's Adams. Buries it down low.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Outside for Randall. It's back to Battier. Pass to McDyess. To the paint. It's stolen. Fast break. Here comes Buffalo. Here's Aguirre. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Raleigh on top. They lead by a bucket. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Back to Castle. Fades away. Julius Randle with the rebound.
And the defense gave him no space. He had to fade back. That's not an easy look for most guys.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Into the lane.
The focal part of this offense, in addition to his scoring ability, Randall is also a terrific passer in his position.
Raleigh shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Buffalo trails by 4. Here's Castle. Rebound by Mitchell. And here is Raleigh now. Here's Randall. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. Young outside. Out to Battier. Pass to Randall. Clock at 6. On the wing, Battier. Oh, good with the triple. Here's Queen. That's in there. Coming off the assist from Aguirre.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Young outside. McDyess inside. And the dunk by McDyess.
Yeah, no one throws it down as hard as McDyess. He lives for those dunks, and he never passes up a chance to make a statement.
To the right side. Here's Queen. And there's another one for Buffalo.
Well, I don't know if he needed the fadeaway, but the points count all the same.
McDyess a screen. Softly drops in the floater. And Raleigh leads by 4.
Nothing new for McDyess. Exceptional at keeping his eye on the rim.
Buffalo moving it around. Knocks it loose. Battier with the steal. And now Raleigh, fast break. The offensive rebound. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump there. Pass to Queen. Inside. Puts it up from 12. Over Mitchell. Queen can't get it to go. Raleigh leading by 4. And here's McDyess. Back to Randall. And it's Buffalo with the rebound. Here's Queen. Here's Adams. And once again off the mark by Buffalo.
Defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Back to Randall. And he drives in. The shot misses.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
For Buffalo, they've been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And the first one at the line is good. And he's good on the second. And he nails the third.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
Aguirre grabs the miss. Here's Queen. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Raleigh leads by 1. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for Raleigh. It's a 1-point game. Outside, Markkanen. On the wing, Markkanen. And it's Buffalo with the rebound. Here's Queen. Outside, Aguirre. To take the lead. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. There's a good screen. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal swing.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Mitchell right side. Anunoby right side. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
And with the defense focused on his inside game, it lets Anunoby exploit the space from that mid-range area.
Now, here's Markkanen. The kick out to Anunoby. Drills it from outside. And Raleigh leads by 2.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Mitchell. Wilson grabs the board.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Teague with the ball. Now Beal defending. Here's Anunoby. And that one drops. And now a 4-point Raleigh lead.
Well, Anunoby meets resistance inside, but he uses some muscle to get that shot off.
Here's Raleigh now. Anunoby outside. And out of bounds as Buffalo gains possession.
Huge turnover. At really the worst possible time. You have to value every possession, especially at this stage of the game.
The drive by Mitchell. .151 left here in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Teague. And there's the drive. The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, they needed someone to step up there, and it's Markkanen who answers the call.
Pass to Beal. From outside the arc. Here's Ewing. This one for 3. Beal, and that's good.
not shying away from the spotlight. Beal wanting to be the guy to come up big for his team.
Outside, Markkanen. To the middle. Stolen by Anunoby. Buffalo moving it around to tie it up. .41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Now here's Teague. Anunoby outside. Thompson inside the line. Oh, wow, unable to get a shot off in time, and they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up the shot clock violation. There's Beal with the three. Misses the tray.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy. Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Kyle Johnson. Battier with the steal. Here's Young. Strong move off the glass.
Yeah, you love to see that. Really solid stuff from Young in close.
It's stolen by Randall. Battier outside. Crane from outside.
Attacking from range there with some serious confidence.
Now Beal from outside. Rebounded by Thompson.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Randall. And Ewing sends it back. Mitchell. The putback. Sees him with the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Harris a screen. Here's Thompson. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
And talk about playing to your strengths. Getting Thompson to look from the corner, that's as bankable as almost any play you can call.
Now Young. Bradley Beal missing from long range. And they go to the intentional foul.
First team foul.
It's the first that makes it a 7-point lead.
Jeff Teague.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
Pass to Thompson. And again, no good by Rollins.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And the second of 2 is good. That stretches their lead to 8.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They've used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
And so it's Raleigh winning this one. They escape with a victory, although...
We would like to thank all fans for making it out to tonight's event. Please exit the building carefully.
Welcome, everyone, to 2K Sports. We've got an exciting basketball game coming your way in just a moment. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. Here you go. And Memphis starts out with the ball. Right side Bosch. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside, SGA. Banked in off the glass.
An expert at getting into the lane and creating havoc. SGA.
And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Barbuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Here's Teague after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Thompson. SGA with the rebound. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Memphis. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Holly with the rebound. Thompson surveying the floor. Outside, Markkanen. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Markkanen's got 5.
Just a great setup for Markkanen. All he needed to do was shoot in rhythm.
Here's Bosch. Outside for Pippen. Misses the 3.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball on the three-point line.
Now, here's Markkanen. He's got 5. A three-pointer is right on target.
And coaches preach the importance of unselfishness at all times. There, he gives the ball up for a better look.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And Raleigh, another 3.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Continues to develop his playmaking abilities. Gilgeous-Alexander is an unselfish team player.
Outside, Markkanen. Back to Teague. 5 to shoot. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. 1:15 left in the first. Back to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. And Thompson throws it down.
An impressive athlete. I like seeing Thompson take it inside and drop the hammer.
Now, here's Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Got to be crafty in close.
They set the pick. Pass to Anunoby. "20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Driving to the basket.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby. Confident when it comes to attacking the defense.
Outside Teague. And it's slammed in by Teague.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
And so it's Raleigh holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Raleigh.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint. Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Oh, great job to punch it in off the drive. Let them know you've arrived.
There's the drive. Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a three-point play.
First personal foul.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And Greg Oden gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Raleigh leading by 10. Mitchell outside. Picked by Randall. Young outside. He takes it in. Mitchell wide open. The basket good off the assist from Young.
Well, what a find right there by Young. Keeping his head on a swivel and spotting the perimeter shooter.
Oden inside. And he uses the glass on the layup.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Young drives in. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Young's got the lead up to 13 now for Raleigh.
Yeah, and despite his size, Young is never intimidated taking it off the dribble.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? McDyess. Good on the bucket. McDyess has got his first 2 points.
Nothing new for McDyess. Exceptional at keeping his eye on the rim.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Pass to McDyess. It's stolen by Bailey. Outside Covington. .119 left to play in the first half. Here's Demon. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
It's like a sixth sense. Sometimes you just know someone's out there with the look.
Outside Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Emphatic points from Covington. Dunks and threes. Baskets every team needs. That's what Robert brings to the table.
And Young, here we go. Here's McDyess. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. McDyess has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
And so it's Raleigh up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And so it's Young who brings it up for Raleigh. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Battier missing again.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Got that one up quick. Ingram's got his team on the board first here in the second half for Memphis. Outside for Randall. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Memphis trails by 10. Here's Ingram. Out of the rafters, he punched it in!
Are you kidding me?
The second overall pick in 2016. Ingram's a special talent at 6'8". He can do anything offensively.
It's stolen by Bailey. Lays it up and banks it in.
That's a great trip. You always want to end up with those close looks.
McDyess a screen. Back to Mitchell. To the inside. It's stolen by Bailey. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw missing.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And he nails the third.
And people still talk about Mitchell being undersized. I think he's proven his athleticism more than makes up for that.
And there's the drive. And Harper slams it in.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. And Stan, you think about the skill level of Trae Young. What makes him, in your opinion, such a tough cover?
I think the best thing about Trae Young, Kevin, is as much of a scorer he is, he's even better as a passer. And so it's hard to commit a second defender to Trae Young all the time because he will find the open people and create great shots for his team.
You know, they like Randall to be an offensive presence in the paint. They want him to be an option on every possession.
Bailey. Holly with the rebound. Young outside. Drives to the hoop. Lays it up off the glass. Now it's a 7-point Raleigh lead.
Nice work by Young. He can be a pest in there.
And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
Memphis trails by 7. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Outside Bosch. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Oh, a master from the mid-range. Bosch, fantastic at getting his shot off from there.
McDyess a screen. Inside. Stolen by Bosch. Over in the corner, Kirilenko. Here's Olajuwon. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Randall.
Such a graceful player. Hakeem is light off the ground there for that rebound, and then the skill to send that one home.
No one near Randall as he lets it go. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Raleigh leads by just 3. And do not go away as we'll be back in. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Here's SGA. Olajuwon on the wing. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Picked by Markkanen. Here's Teague, and it's slammed in by Teague.
Well, look, you can't just give him the lane like that. Come on.
Memphis trails by 5. SGA with the ball. And here's Olajuwon for 3.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Thompson for 3.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him. Oh, moving so well for someone almost 7 feet. Bosh completing on that break.
Outside Wilson. A floater. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
Yeah, she draws the defender in, and then a great pass on the kickout.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Over in the corner, Olajuwon. And he gets the bucket.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
How about the shooting stroke from Markkanen, appearing very comfortable pulling the trigger from deep? If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Pass to Teague. Picked by Markkanen. 5 on the clock. Anunoby, no good. Memphis trails by 5. Outside Bosh. Here's Pippen. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Puts up a deep 3. Holly with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Teague has it in the corner. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. No good on the triple. And Olajuwon has got the ball here for Memphis. It's a 5-point game.
And how about the killer cool of Olajuwon? Loves to put the team on his back when the game gets tight.
Anunoby in the corner. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague.
Clutch buckets never come easy. He worked to get them those points.
Gilgeous-Alexander attacking inside. Goes back up. 5. Count it. And now they trail by just 4.
And right now, shouldering the load, Bosh looks at a tough situation and says,
and now they decide to foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Memphis with the ball. Olajuwon on the wing. It counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
and such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot, and when he's rolling like this, watch out. That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And not a stranger to the bright lights. Bosh, cool as a cucumber on that one.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
2-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow. Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game. And out of bounds, Raleigh will have it. Pippen for 3. it's Raleigh winning this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional.
Thank you to all the fans who made it out tonight. Your support is what makes this possible.